Your 20s are weird. You're finally making your own money. You feel independent. You want to look successful. You want to feel successful. And you're trying to figure out who you are while the algorithm is telling you who you should be. I don't regret my 20s, but I definitely regret some of the things I bought in them. Not because they were evil, but because spending is bad, but because I was buying identity, not value. Here are the things I regret buying in my 20s and what they actually cost me. First, the I made it car. It was a Lamborghini. It wasn't even crazy, okay? But it was more than I needed. Higher payment, higher insurance, premium gas, stress every month. I told myself I earned it. What I really learned was a bill. That car didn't make me more successful. It just made me more financially fragile. If I had kept something reliable and boring for a few more years, that money, it could have been invested, compounded, and grown quietly in the background. Instead, it depreciated in my driveway. Second, designer clothes I couldn't actually afford. I bought labels for rooms full of people who didn't care. Shoes that hurt, jackets that stressed me out if they got stained, and outfits I wore twice. I confused looking successful with, being secure. Nobody checks your net worth tag. Only your ego does, and trends move faster than credit cards. Balances disappear. And third, furniture for apartments I didn't even like. I fully furnished, temporary spaces like they were forever homes. Expensive couches, decor that matched the vibe of a place I knew I'd leave in a year. And then I moved and sold it at a loss or paid to move it. I was buying comfort for a life stage that wasn't even stable yet. And there's a difference between investing in a home and decorating a transition. And here's number 4, tech upgrades I didn't need. New phones because the camera was slightly better. A new laptop because mine wasn't the newest version. Smart devices that were cool for a week. None of it increased my income and none of it saved real time. It just scratched the itch of novelty. Marketing is powerful. And in your 20s, you mistake new for necessary. I mean, and here's the another one. Fifth, vacations I put on credit cards. Oh my gosh. I love travel. I don't regret experiences. I regret financing them. There's nothing relaxing, about paying interest on a beach trip you already forgot about. Memories are great and debt is not. Travel within your means. I mean, save for it. Enjoy it fully. Don't bring a payment plan home in your suitcase. Number 6, buying things to impress people I don't talk to anymore. That's the wild part. Some of the biggest purchases I made were influenced by people who aren't even in my life now. The watch, the apartment, the nights out, the expensive dinners, and all to fit into circles that dissolved anyway. In temporary audiences, permanent expenses. Seventh, every small daily convenience I never tracked, like that $6 coffee, food delivery because I was tired, or subscriptions I forgot about. Impulse Amazon purchases at midnight, individually harmless, okay? Collectively expensive. And in your 20s, you don't feel the long term impact of small habits, but compounding works both ways. And money compounds, and so do bad decisions. Which brings me to number 8, business ideas I wasn't really committed to. Courses I never finished, equipment I barely used, software subscriptions for projects I abandoned. Ambition without discipline is expensive. There's nothing wrong with experimenting, but I was buying that feeling of progress instead of doing the work. Ninth is upgrading my lifestyle every time my income went up. I got a raise. I moved somewhere nicer. A side hustle hits, upgrade something. More money came in, and so more money went out. I never paused to ask, what if I kept living like the old version of me and invested the difference? Lifestyle inflation feels natural, but it's one of the biggest wealth killers. Brings me to number 10, saying yes to everything: concerts, trips, group gifts, weekend plans, and last minute flights. I didn't want to miss out, but it's expensive. And sometimes the smartest financial decision is simple: not this time. Now, here's what's important, okay? I'm not anti spending. I'm not anti fun. I'm not anti nice things. I just wish I understood one thing earlier. Security feels better than status, freedom feels better than flexing, and savings feel better than showing off. Options feel better than upgrades. In your 20s, you think you're behind. So you buy proof that you're not. Cars say you're doing well. Clothes say you're doing well. Apartments say you're doing well. Trips say you're living, but none of it matters. If your bank account is stressed, the irony. The people who actually build wealth in their 20s usually look average. A normal car, a reasonable rent, intentional spending, boring consistency, and nothing flashy. Everything strategic. If I could redo my 20s financially, I wouldn't eliminate fun. I'd eliminate ego spending. I'd delay upgrades, invest earlier, and track everything. Automate savings and question every why not? Because the goal isn't to avoid mistakes. The goal is to make mistakes that teach you not to trap you. And here's the good news your 20 are for learning. Even the regrets are useful. The money wasted taught me discipline. The upgrades taught me restraint. The stress taught me priorities. But if you're in your 20s right now, ask yourself something before you buy. In this, adding long-term value or just, short-term validation. Because validation, it fades fast. But financial freedom, that sticks. If you liked what you heard today, feel free to like and subscribe. If you really want to support the channel, feel free to buy me a coffee below. I love drinking coffee. It keeps me awake to film all this stuff up every day, and I enjoy speaking with you every day. So make sure you like and subscribe. Ring that bell. Why not? Why not? And if you like what you've seen, also check out this video up here on the right. It can also help you on your way to financial freedom. Have a good day.